Yo, what's the word, y'all? So, my Colombian auntie, mi tia, she about to give me some braids. So, I'm gonna tell this story while I'm getting braided up, okay? And before I start, this story is gonna be a little, this story is gonna be deep. Or, you know, some people might not believe it, some people will believe it. But, anyways, tia Julie. ¿Esta está bien contigo? ¿Estar en video o no
No,
quiere?
está bien.
¿Sí?
Sí.
¿Segura?
Sí.
Ok, te amo.
Cuando yo digo no, es no. Cuando yo sí, es sí.
Ok. Entonces, so y'all, I worked at Home Depot. I'm gonna just start from like the beginning. I worked at Home Depot for about 2.5 years, and that's where I learned Spanish, right? And so, while learning Spanish, like my mind opened up to so many different things as far as like some of the desires that were in me, right? And so I'm trying to think. So I'm at Home Depot. I'm like, man, I want to travel. I want to live in a different country because now that I'm experiencing all this culture. And where I worked at in Texas, there was a big where I worked at, the Mexican culture was big. So I was exposed to a lot of stuff that I didn't grow up around. And I loved it. Like, I'm like, yo, this is nice. I had a lot of friends just introducing me to things from their culture. And man, shout out to all the people I worked with at Home Depot that took me in and let me into their world, and that just means a lot to me. But anyway, so I'm working at Home Depot, right? And so I tell myself, man, I want to go abroad one day. This is one of my dreams. I want to go abroad, right? So, Pri, ¿qué más? ¿No quieres estar? No estás interrumpiendo, ¿no? Hey! Actually, right now, I'm telling the story on how we met and everything. But anyways, so that was Laura, y'all. Y'all about to hear this story, though. I'm glad she just walked in, so you guys know I'm not lying. I had this dream inside of me, like, I want to live abroad. I want to study the language more, right? I want to learn more Spanish. I want to be around the people. Like, there was this burning desire in me, you know? If anybody's learning a language or learning a culture, you know that desire. Like, man, I want to go learn something new. I want to be around something new. So there was 2 places that I had in mind: Puerto Rico and Colombia. And by the way, during this whole time at Home Depot, where I learned Spanish at, I'm just learning more Spanish and everything. So 2 places in mind, right? Puerto Rico and Colombia. I went to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was amazing. I loved it. And even when I was there were certain situations that happened where I was like, yo, I know this is where I'm supposed to be. I know God is with me here, because like just certain stuff, you know, when certain stuff happen and you be like, yo, you get confirmation like this is where I'm supposed to be. But long story short, I went there. It was amazing. And let me tell you, why did my car get stolen the day before I went to Puerto Rico? Right then and there, I thought to myself, I could stop right here and I could be like, man, my car just got stolen. I'm not going anymore, or I could keep going. But I know when things are going crazy, that's the best time to stay calm. So anyways, next on my list is Colombia. Now I'm trying to see, where do I want to live? Because it was out of those 2 places. So now the story thickens, right? This is where the story thickens. So January 1st, right? January 1st of this year, 2023. I got baptized at a church, right? And I wasn't planning on getting baptized that night. It happened like that. I got baptized that night. And so that night I went home, you know? And I heard God say San Antonio. San Antonio, clear. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, I'm kind of confused, right? And so, and at this time, I'm still wanting to go to Colombia. I just don't know where I want to go. So, I start doing research, and I'm like, yo, I start looking up different places in Colombia, and there's this barrio in Cali called San Antonio. Follow me, keep following me, y'all. I don't want to lose you. So I'm like, okay, San Antonio. So I started doing my research on Cali, and then I'm like, I don't know about this one, guy. Not because of like danger or anything, because I hadn't even like read anything about it. It was more so because it wasn't appealing to my eyes, you know? I was thinking like, man, I should go to Medellin or something like that. I want to go to Bogota or algo así, no? But God was like, no, like, do what I say. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? After that, I was like, I'm shutting it down. This is where I'm going. I'm going to Cali. Okay? So I bought my tickets, right? I bought my tickets about 2 months out. I didn't tell anybody because I knew that everybody was going to talk down on me like, yo, why are you going to Colombia? Da, 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 da. I didn't even tell my parents, right? I told my parents like 3 weeks before I was going. And so my dad was like, yo, I'm going with you. Because like, you going to Colombia? Nah, bruh. And y'all know how... Y'all know the view. Y'all know what we see over there in the States about Colombia. How a lot of people think like, it must be dangerous, you know. So my dad was like, yo, I'm coming with you. So he bought his ticket, and we're off to Colombia. And nobody even really knows this story. Nobody knows this story. So, anyways, we get to Colombia, and actually, before I went to Colombia, somebody gave me a word, man, a confirmation. I'll just say a confirmation for you guys. If you guys know, somebody gave me a prophetic word. If you guys know that lingo, you know, and they said, "Yo, this trip is gonna be the trip. This is the trip." So, after they told me that, I was like, you know what? This gonna be the one. So I go. And when I get here, I fell in love with the salsa, with the people. I mean, when you get here, the friendliness, it just like attacks you. The friendliness here is violent. Like, if you're not a friendly person, you will be offended. So don't come. Laura, you want to say something to the people?
Hi, I'm
Yes,
Laura.
sir. No, I haven't introduced you yet, have I?
Oh, so I'm Laura.
Hey.
I'm Colombian,
Hey.
as you can see.
Do you look Colombian?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so Colombian. And I don't know.
No sabemos.
Come to Colombia.
But
It's
we're
beautiful.
We're doing a video soon.
Yeah.
Me and her, so y'all watch out for
Stay
it.
tuned.
Stay tuned. In the salsa, if y'all don't know me, I love dancing. So the people dancing it took it to another level, y'all. I'm not lying to you. But anyways, we get here, right? And remember, I told you guys, before I came, somebody gave me a word. Somebody confirmed with me. They was like, yo, this one, this gonna hit. That's what they said. That's exactly what they said. They said, this is the one. This gonna hit. I said, okay. So, long story short, me and my dad spent about 5 days in Cali. Or we spent about 6 days, I think. But on like the fourth night, we went to a... where did we go? We went to a salsa club, right? Una discoteca. And it's super famous here, La Topa, right? And so we go to La Topa, and I'm dancing. I'm having a great time. And about 2 hours later, my dad went outside, right? Or actually, I didn't know where he was. He just called me out of the blue and was like, yo, Dre, I need your help. I need you to translate because I'm trying to order food and the lady doesn't understand me. So I'm like, oh, man, let me go get my dad, right? And so I go outside and I come to find this family that's helping them out because the daughter of the family speaks English and Spanish. So I'm like, y'all, thank you for helping my dad. It's a super funny situation. So actually, we all start talking. Like, it's about 10 of them and me and my dad, right? So we all sitting at the table talking outside of the club. And we talking and they're asking me about how life is in the United States, the history, the black history of the States, how it is to live, everything. And I'm asking them the same thing. And I had ended up telling them, like, I haven't had any authentic Colombian food yet, right? And so Laura, who y'all just seen, she was like, how about we cook for y'all? Like, we'll invite y'all to our house. Like, come over. Like, let's do it for Sunday. And so I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I'm about to be an authentic Colombian traveler at this point. I'm like, let's go. So what happened? So the days are going by, and I'm saying in my mind, like, you know how a little doubt starts to creep in. I'm like, man, should I go? Should I not? And so me and my dad was actually thinking about going to Medellin before we left Cali. So we were like, man, we can try to go to Medellin, or we can hit them up and see if, like, we're still going to do the dinner. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to text Laura. Let's see. And so I texted her, and she's like, yes, we're still on. Like, let's do it. Sunday is the day. So I'm like, okay, Pops, we're going on Sunday. So the day gets here, and now we're on our way to Laura's house, right? To eat. And while I'm on my way, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm really about to go to somebody that I don't know. The house of somebody that I don't know. I just met them, and I'm in a whole nother country, Colombia, be it that. But my dad was in it. He was like, yo, we out. And so at that point, I just stopped worrying. And so I went, because we arrive at their house. Everybody's there, man. Everybody's chilling. And Laura, some of her friends were over. We had family over. Tia Julie was there. And Tia Julie actually, ella cocina muy, 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 muy rico. ¿Sí o no, tía? So, we get there, man. And everybody sits at the table, and man, Tia Vicky starts passing out plates. They bring the guacamole to the table. They bring us rice and sancocho de pescado. That's what we ate. It was super fire, y'all. Super fire. So long story short, after they just started, everybody started eating taking portions from the same bowls, like, to add on to their food. I knew, like, yo, they're not about to poison me or nothing. Like, I'm good. We mixing up plates and stuff. We good. I don't got nothing to worry about. And man, when I tell y'all I, like, fell in love at that moment, I literally, like, fell in love with this place and the people too. The friends, Alejandro was there. Y'all seen Alejandro in one of my other videos when I was, I think it's called My Favorite Hood in Colombia. My boy Juan was there. Y'all seen him in my videos. Of course, Laura. She's the one who put it all together, man. I owe her a lot of thanks. And that's, honestly, man, that's like a sister to me now. So, man, after we ate, they served us dessert after we ate too. And then we sit in the house for like 3 hours, and we're just talking about life. We're playing music. We're actually playing real live instruments, right? And it was just crazy, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. So I get back to the States, right? And so my dream is still alive. Like, I want to still move abroad. And so now I'm like, should I choose Puerto Rico or Cali? But in my heart, I knew. In my heart, I knew like Cali was the spot because I felt it inside. Like, when you feel something and you know it's right, and it's right. When you actually know, you know? And so, man, y'all, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. You can call it a life story, a God story, a testimony, but please believe, y'all, I'm not here by accident. Everything that's happened to me, I'm just about to, because I'm about to go. By the way, I didn't say this. They let me stay with them when I was here. It was a time where I didn't have no apartment. They allowed me to stay with them in their house. I'm telling y'all. So that's the end of the video. Peace.